Oh my goodness.
The best bottle I've ever found, I think. Oh, what?
Hello.
Okay, so we're back on the river foreshore, but it's getting dark because we had to come when the tide was right.
Yeah.
But we're going to see what we can get in about an hour.
Yeah, we've got limited
So
time.
let's see what we can find, and you're coming with us. So
You
come on.
never know. You never know. So yeah, let's do it.
Can you spot the find? It's a cod marble, which is a kind of stopper out of a cod-necked bottle, invented by Hiram Cod. Could this be a bead? Can you spot it? Is it a bead? Is it? Yes, I think it is. That's the hole. Yeah, it's a bead. An orange bead.
I believe I've just spot a pipe bowl up there, look. Oh, look, it's got an anchor on it.
What have you found?
And a ship. Look, it's got a ship on the other side. It's a ship and anchor pipe. We've not found one of those before.
That is so cool. It's so small as well.
It is quite dainty, isn't it?
I found some pipe parts as well.
Oh, what have we got here?
I don't think that's terracotta. I think it's just brown.
Yeah.
They're both plain. This one's had a fancy.
Oh
top.
yeah, maybe it was like a claw
Yeah.
pipe or something. Oh well, our finds. There we go. 3 pipe
Pipes.
bowls.
What's this? Oh, it's a face. What's that green thing? I'm not sure what that is. There's a face with a big green thing next to it, which I think they're holding. It's like a fan or something.
Well, I've given it a little swash in the river and it's really beautiful. Look at that ship. It's a ship and an anchor. Not sure who it's by. Unfortunately, the maker would have been on the stem and the stem's gone. And oh, there's a cod marble. As soon as you bend down, you find things just start jumping out at you. It's amazing. But no, that's really cool. I'm really happy with that pipe bowl. Not found one like that before. There, see an even better look. And a ship. A sailing ship as well, which is beautiful. That's going to clean up really nicely. We think this little pipe may have been used as a bubble pipe, as it shows no signs of ever having been smoked. Bubble blowing has been a popular pastime for centuries. Flemish paintings show children blowing bubbles with clay pipes in the 17th century, and the practice continued for generations to come. The 20th century saw street peddlers selling bubbles as a toy, and in the 1940s, a chemical company called Chemtoy began producing the first commercial purpose-made bubble solution. But bubble blowing wasn't just a preserve of the young. At the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, the craze of bubble parties spread from Paris, as this newspaper article from 1905 shows. Something rather novel in the way of entertaining comes from Paris, where a Parisian hostess gave a soap bubble party. When the guests arrived, they found a supply of new tubs arranged in spacious and elegantly fashioned salons. while long and very pretty aprons were supplied to the ladies and smocks to the men. Thus attired, they proceeded to try who could blow the biggest bubble, a handsome prize being given by the hostess to he or she who could attain that distinction. Meanwhile, coloured lights were thrown on the party from the adjoining conservatory, and excellent music enlivened the proceedings. It all sounds rather childish, yet it is reported to have been a great success. Perhaps the fact of people having something to do, instead of merely talking, helped. What a pity children don't still blow bubbles from pretty clay pipes such as this. Actually, I spotted this little brass thing, this little copper alloy thing, and I think, look, there, that's a bead right next to it, look. Oh my goodness, it is. It's a bead. There. Oh, got a bit of root. Oh wait, what's that? I don't think I'm going to take the little brass thing. There's not much left of whatever it was, but that thing there. What's that? Is that a little gem? Oh, look. Look at it. I think it is a little green gem. My fingers are too big. Oh, it is. Let's give it a little wash. It is. Look, it's in a little claw setting. It's broken off some jewel. I can hear Mum just struggling. She's just, I can just hear struggling in the background. But yeah, look, little gem. A little claw set gem. It's probably a paste stone. It's probably just glass. Oh, that's beautiful. Broken off some kind of jewellery, I imagine. I think I found another horse tooth up here, though I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I think it is a cow or a horse. I'm not sure which one. And I found a button, but it's not just a plastic or a glass button. It's a lovely bone button. I love finding the bone buttons. Whoa. Lovely. Some lovely natural materials there.
Oh, not sure what that is. Sort of stuck in this incrustation. This green thing. I think I'll have to take that home and extract it. It's a bit of brass. Actually, it might be a keyhole. Is it a keyhole? Yeah, I think it is. Look, keyhole there, maybe off an old trunk. Something. Fantastic. Love it. I know I keep saying this. I know I do. Can you spot it? As I'm leaning right down now. Can you spot it yet? Can you see it yet? It's in the middle of the screen now. There it is. But you have no idea how small that is. Look at my fingers next to it. It's literally the size of a pinhead. That is the tiniest. I keep saying it. This is the tiniest bead I've ever seen. It's so small I can't show you it. Hang on. Put it in the palm of my hand. Look. That's so tiny.
Another pipe just sticking out here. Looks like a big chunky one. It is a big chunky one, and it's whole. It's not getting damaged. I'll take that. Not taking damaged balls these days. If they've got chips out of them, I'm just decided to just leave them behind. But that's a lovely nick, so I'll take that one. Oh no. It's a broken leg. Oh, I thought that was whole. Oh wait. Ah, look at that. Keep big. Clay marble. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh yes, what's that? Oh, it's a random bone disc. It's probably a counter. Some kind of like playing counter maybe. Yeah, something to do with games. I've forgotten the name I'm looking for. A game. Something. I'm sure you'll all be able to tell me down below.
And there is a tiny button. Little glass button. And what's that? Is that a bottle I spy under here? Oh yes it is. Oh wait, oh my goodness, look! It says teaspoons! It's a tiny little teaspoons bottle. I've never seen one like that. It's a little tiny chemist bottle. I think it's quite an early one if you look at the lip. That is so cool. Tiny little teaspoons. I love it! It's quite unusual for us to find teaspoon bottles, as most of the ones we find of this type are tablespoons. This one is particularly sweet with its small size and flared lip. It's probably a medicine bottle and dates from the second half of the 19th century. Okay, so I've spotted a stopper up here and Alex is going to reach up and get it.
There we go.
Another piece of school slate. Okay, so I was just looking at the slate and something caught the corner of my eye. See if you can spot it. It's in shot now. And it's down here. And it's peeping out at us and it's a little head. Oh, look at that. A little head. Oh my goodness. I love it. Hello. Hello.
This little bottle looks like it's tumbled down from up there. I'm going to keep that because it is particularly tiny. It's a tiny little burst lip. I'm keeping the broken leg. And I've told Mum to keep the broken legs as well because I've got a broken leg collection. I don't know why. I just started picking them up and I don't know. I just can't help it. I see something here, look. It's a leg. Oh, look, I have found something down here. And I think it's, yet again, another. Oh my goodness, this might be in oh. Oh, wow, look. No, it is. It's in really good nick. Look, puntal marks. Oh, you can't actually see them, but I can feel them. Beautiful, like pink. Yeah, pink and white and clear. There, puntal mark. You see? That on the end, where it's come off the end of the glass rod. It's very hard to explain how they were made, but wow. That's a tiny one. That's a little, like, peewee marble. They never survived this well. Oh, it's so wonderful to finally find a German marble in good condition. This marble is what's known as a latticino core swirl marble, and its tiny size of 13mm classes it as a peewee marble. It was made in Germany sometime from the mid-19th century to the early 20th century. Germany was at one time the marble-making capital of the world. Stone, china, and eventually glass marbles were produced in Germany on an industrial scale between the mid-19th century and the 1930s, and were exported across the globe. Glass marble manufacturing came with the invention and patent of marble scissors in 1846 by glass blower Elias Greiner Laucher. He originally invented the tool for making glass doll's eyes. However, when applied to marble making, meant glass marbles could be formed quicker and more easily. These stunning handmade marbles are commonly called cane-cut marbles and come in many different sizes, colours and types. There are between 4 and 12 steps in making these marbles. First, the glass maker must make a cane of glass with the marble's design running through it. The cane of glass is then cut to around 2 feet in length and the end of the cane heated. The marble is then formed on the end of the cane with the help of the marble scissors. The marble is then sheared, snapped off from the end of the cane, leaving behind a mark called the pontal, which is either ground down or melted smooth, which is known as flame polishing. On our marble you can still clearly see the ground down pontal mark. In fact, it turns out our marble is extra special. The base colour has a pretty blue tint, which is an uncommon trait in these cane cut marbles. What an amazing tiny treasure for our collection. Right, here all kinds of commotion going on up here. Let's have a look. What's all the commotion about?
I just picked this up. I thought it's a broken neck of like an old bottle, but it's blue and I quite liked it. But then I looked at the bottom and it has a bottom on it. It's a whole bottle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a little tiny blue bottle. It's got an H on the bottom. H for Hildreth. It's mine. It's meant to be mine. With a flared lip. Oh my goodness. Look at that, Alex.
No.
I thought it was a broken bottleneck. So I wasn't going to pick it up, but I wanted to look at the neck. And it's a whole bottle.
It's tiny. And look, it has H on the bottom for Hildreth.
Yes, yeah. It's mine. It's meant to be mine. It was made for me.
I love it. I love it.
I was convinced that was a broken bottleneck.
That's like the best.
I thought it was
tiny
part of an Enecto bottle.
That's the best tiny bottle I've ever seen.
I know.
In my life.
Wow.
No, that is brilliant. I love the really crude flared lip.
I love it. It's a little tiny apothecary bottle.
What would have been in that?
Something very potion.
Something very poisonous, I imagine.
Yeah. Something you only needed very little of.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
It's the best bottle I've ever found, I think.
I
love it so much.
That is amazing. It's teensy. It's the tiniest, like crudely, like handmade. It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
And it's cobalt blue.
Wow, I love that. That's the find of the day, I think.
I picked this up off camera, thinking it was just the broken neck of a bottle. I couldn't have been more excited when I saw it was in fact a complete little bottle. After posting it on Instagram, we received a lot of help in identifying it from fellow Mudlarks. Florrie of Flo Finds, Jane of My Ordinary Treasure, and Tom of Tom Finds, who told it was a marking ink bottle. Thank you all so much for your help. You can find their wonderfully interesting Instagram accounts by clicking the links in the video description. After some research, I discovered it was a Bond's marking ink bottle. Bond's marking ink was an indelible ink used for marking laundry and was first made and sold by chemist John Bond in the 1820s at his shop at 28 Long Lane opposite Smithfield Market in London. He didn't invent the ink, it was being advertised in the 18th century, with one of the first named brands being Marsden's. But in the early 19th century, Bond made an ink that was clearly superior. His ink became very popular, and by the time of his death at the age of just 47 in 1848, John was a wealthy man. In his will, he left the equivalent of £260,000 to his children and everything else to his second wife, Elizabeth. Elizabeth must have been a very strong and capable woman, as she continued running the business as a chemist and marking ink manufacturer for the next 43 years under the name E.R. Bond. In 1901, at the age of 85, she has finally retired and is living at 51 Merton Road, Wimbledon, with her 2 servants. Elizabeth died 5 years later at the grand old age of 90, leaving everything to a friend. At first it was thought she only left £166 and 10 shillings, but the will was re-sworn, and the amount adjusted to what in today's money would be worth a massive £4,793,350, a fortune she'd earned through her own hard work as a businesswoman, chemist and marking ink manufacturer. Others also jumped on the bonds bandwagon, but a court case in the 1870s declared that only 2 other parties were legally allowed to produce the ink under the name of Bond: John Bond's brother Henry and his descendants, and his eldest daughter from his first marriage Margaret, and her husband James Hickison and their descendants. Our bottle is one of the smaller 6-penny bottles, a size that was never produced by John or his wife Elizabeth. It also has an H embossed on the bottom, which could stand for Hickison, this brand being the most prolific and long-running of the Bonds marking ink dynasty.
And a clay marble down here as well.
Clay carbon.
A clay marble, yeah, apparently, yeah. And down here, we found a pipe bowl, and it looks like, there we go, it's a little Irish pipe. It may not have been made in Ireland. They did make Irish themed pipes in the UK as well. Well, in England. It's got a little shamrock and a hop. And behind me, look, I can see, look, I just disturbed it, but a little face just sticking out down there.
I can see something.
Mum can see something over there as well. Oh, look at that.
Look.
It's a little doll. The arms are missing and it's in half, unfortunately. It's in 2 pieces, but it's a really lovely detailed little face, so I'm happy with that.
It's a bead. Little white bead. Why is there's something down here? It looks like some sort of lid. Oh, what? Calvert's Carbolic toothpaste. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
What? Oh my god! Oh my gosh! You just found that on the surface?
Yeah, it was like that. I thought it was a lid, but...
My god! Oh wow, what is it? I've not seen that before.
Carbolic. That doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, toothpaste. Oh my goodness. That is so cool.
6pence. Wow.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Just lying here as well.
Yeah.
Just lying on the surface. Yay, another set. That's our second surface pot lid.
What a shock it was when I turned this lid over to discover it was actually printed. I wasn't really expecting it. This is only the 3rd pictorial lid that we found, and all of them were just lying on the surface. This one is printed with Calvert's Carbolic toothpaste, with their trademark in the centre of 4 arrows and the words trademark and 6pence. Around the edge is a stylised pattern of leaves and flowers. Frederick Crace Calvert was born in Tooting, London in 1819. At the age of 16 he went to France to study chemistry, and at 21 he began work in the pharmaceutical industry. In 1846 he returned to England, where he was appointed Honorary Professor of Chemistry at Manchester Royal Institution. After years of experimenting, writing papers and lecturing, Calvert took an interest in the disinfectant qualities of phenic or carbolic acid. In 1859 he started his own company, F.C. Calvert & Co., developing an international market for his phenol-based products. How nice it would be to brush your teeth from a beautifully designed and made ceramic pot such as this, instead of a plastic tube. There's something down here in the water. Oh, I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's a doll's lid. Lydia strikes again.
There's a bottle down here in the water. Let's have a look, see if it's got anything on it. Probably doesn't, but you never know. No, it doesn't, and it's got a bit of a crack. Oh no! And there's another leg without another broken leg. For my broken leg collection. Nothing but broken ones today. Oh, look. Look. Little button. Oh, wow. Oh, let's zoom in. Look at that. Really detailed little blue button. It's pressed glass. And pressed just means it's been pressed into a mould. So pressed or moulded glass, whichever one you would like to say. But that's beautiful. Amazing. Vintage little button. I love these little buttons. This week we found some really special little treasures. And as with so many of our finds, the history we can learn from them is often the treasure in itself. A huge thank you for coming along with us, and to all those who have liked and commented on this video and subscribed to our channel. Of course, a special thank you to all of our patrons who support our channel every month, as well as those who have donated in other ways. That's goodbye for now, and we'll see you again next week. Last week, 2 items were voted into the Window of Wonders. The Indian Exercise Club and the Anecto hair dye bottle. But of course, I couldn't help but add the old dentures as well. So, which find from this week do you think should join them?